Hello, hello, and welcome to what is most likely going to be the last old school RuneScape stream that I do for this league. My hair is awful. I did not check it before I turned my camera on, but whatever. This is probably going to be the last stream that I do for the league, which I'll explain why momentarily. And I'll probably also do a little bit of a post-mortem now, rather than waiting for later on. The league is still ongoing, I believe, for another, month or something like that. So there's still plenty of time to play in it, and I probably will still be playing it more. But I think I've more or less exhausted the stuff that I kind of wanted to do, and the stuff that was interesting to show on the stream. I don't think there's much point in me just doing regular catch-ups, posts, videos, streams. There's just some of this extra miscellaneous stuff that I need to do. So, what have I done since last time? Let me bring up my League Task screenshot folder so that you can know. So, when we left off last week, I was basically... I pointed out a few tasks that I needed to do, and I started doing some of them. I started doing some Perilous Moons, because I still had a bunch of moon tasks I needed to do. And I did those. I did all those. I've got full Perilous Moons collection log. We got all of their stuff. We equipped them all. We got points for them. We did all the combat achievements as well. We've also done all the next combat achievements, but I'll get to that. Moons of Peril. We did all the combat achievements. Very easy. And that was last time. It took longer than I expected, so I am glad that I decided to end my stream before I got all of them done. It took the full evening, and then a little bit of time the following day. So I'm glad that I did not try and do all of it on stream. I forgot the drop rates were less than I remembered, or less than I thought it would be. But we did them. We got them done, and we got all the tasks for those. I also got tasks to equip an Earthbound Tech Paddle, and as I said a moment ago, I actually finished all the next combat achievements. I managed to get the perfect next combat achievement in a mass, which was surprising. Like, people actually managed to not attack next while the blood siphons were there. And a lot of the others, I did this. This was by myself, obviously. Like, the others were fairly easy to do. The cough one as well. I should see a doctor. We got this in a mass. And the rest are easy. The rest you can just get over time. So, yeah. We got the next combat achievements done. And that meant I also went and did some... I went and did some Bandos, because I didn't have full Bandos armor. There's a task to equip for Bandos armor. I didn't have that. I don't think. Or was that before? Hold on. Was that since last time? No, it wasn't. No, I'd already got that last time, I think. Yeah, I think I'd already got full Bandos armor last time. Okay, never mind, ignore me. I got full Bandos armor before the last stream. But as part of that, I did do all of the Bandos tasks in the Goblins Dungeon. And now that I've done all the next tasks as well, that means that there is a League's task to... Oh, whoop-a-daisy. I didn't mean to do this. Hold on a second. Get me out of here. There is a League's task to... Where is it? Oh, I misspelled combat somehow. God Wars Dungeon combat achievements. That was because they spelled God Wars Dungeon without a space. We did this. So, nice. All got that done. And while I've been doing Nex, I have also received a couple of items from Nex. Those being the Nile Horn and the Zarite Vambraces. So we actually have, decent ranged gear now because I turned my Armadillo crossbow into the Zarite crossbow. Didn't receive any Torva pieces, or the hilt. The hilt would be really useful because there's a task to equip all God Swords. So I don't have a Bandit's hilt yet, though, so I can't actually do that task. But because we got the crossbow drop, I have actually made the call. Not this. That's not what I wanted. To pivot, I did a pact reset. So over here we're still the same, although I do need to change this because Jagex did fix this talent so that it now works in single combat. So I might get this again at some point. This is also still the same. But down here, I actually changed. I pivoted from ranged weapons into crossbows. And there's a couple of reasons for this. Firstly, like thrown weapons, my best thrown weapon is the Toxic Blowpipe, right? But here's the problem with the Toxic Blowpipe. I can't equip a shield with the Toxic Blowpipe, which means that I lose this pact that gives you +5 strength, +5 range, and +2 magic damage, which would be really good with this that increases your range strength by 8% of your melee strength, so it would be an extra 2 range strength as well. And you also lose thorns while you have the blowpipe equipped. So yeah, I can use the blowpipe and it's really good when I use it, but I lose a lot of DPS because I don't have thorns active anymore. Which means that I'm kind of limited to the dragon throwing, not even dragon knives, it's dragon darts that I'm limited to. And sure, dragon darts are neat and all, but where are my dragon darts? And I have an infinite supply of them. Dragon darts are neat, but here's the thing. Dragon darts do not give you a ranged attack bonus. It's only ranged strength. That was part of the blowpipe nerf back in the day. And also, dragon darts don't have a special attack, so they don't synergize with my special attack build. If I had dragon knives, it'd be different, because dragon knives have a special attack that's actually quite a good special attack, and that would synergize with my special attack build. But the dragon darts, don't give you any range strength, so they're quite inaccurate, despite the fact that there is this pack that gives you one of these, gives you +60 ranged accuracy. It's still not that accurate, so it doesn't work well against stuff like Nex. Whereas the crossbow does, and also synergizes with my special attack build because the special attack on the crossbow is quite good. Also gives me a chance to go for this, putting +25% accuracy bit that I didn't have before. When I respec to go this way, I probably will unspec this and this. Because this doesn't give that much additional DPS. This gives a little bit, but again, it's not a huge amount. So yeah, we have crossbow build now. And I've been using this on Nex a little bit. It's a bit easier to kill Nex with the crossbow than it is to kill her with throwing knives. Also, the other thing about throwing knives is that throwing knives and darts have very short attack range. So if I want to kill Nex during the ice phase with darts, I have to go right up close to her. And even same with the darkness phase, I have to get it all up in her face to kill her with darts, which isn't good because I don't want to be all up in her face. So yeah, I did that because I got the crossbow, which I think was a fine decision, and it's nice to try out a slightly different build. And we hit up to like 73, I think, when I have prayer enabled. Is what we hit with the crossbow, or if we have diamond bolts equipped, I hit 83s with the prayer, and a little bit more with a range potion. It makes it a bit easier to kill Nex, because I normally I'm standing next to her and just meleeing her and using Protect from Melee, but then I'm still vulnerable to her magic attack. If I sit at ranged, I can keep Protect from Magic on, and I only turn on Protect from Melee if she runs up to me. It also means that I can attack her much more easily during the final phase when she turns on Deflect Melee. But when she turns on Deflect Melee, I have to unequip my shield because it deflects the shield attacks as well, which is kind of frustrating. But it is what it is. And there's other things that I can use it for as well. Like, I can also use the crossbow in things like the Inferno, which I still haven't done. I haven't done the Inferno. I might not do the Inferno by the end of the league. I will talk a bit more about what my plans are going forward after I talk about what I have done so far. So one other thing we did was I finally got a Mime random event. So I've now done all of the random event tasks. I got an Eye of Ayak from the Doom of Mokayotl, which was the last collection log item that I needed from the Doom. So we got a task for equipping that. This is not what I wanted. This is what I wanted. So now the only thing we're missing is Dom. And I immediately uncharged my Ayaviak and made it into 10,000 demon tears so that I could make them Avernic Treads max. Because I have no need for the Ayaviak, because the Trident of the Swamp is better with the Pacts. So, my Ayaviak is gone. I also opened a whole bunch of beginner and easy clues. I have the beginner clue scroll log, collection log completed apart from the black pickaxe, which I don't really care about. And I also got a trimmed Amulet of Defense from that. And I opened a bunch of easy clue scrolls too. I haven't done more mediums or hards yet, but I did the mediums. Sorry, the easies and the beginners. And I basically cleared out my entire stock of beginners by just opening them all outside of Falador. And these are stuff that I've picked up since then. Still have loads of easies and mediums that I can do. I don't really want to do the clue tasks. They're pretty dull. But they are tasks that I might end up doing by the end. I don't know. I have also hit 50 million Slayer XP and 50 million Ranged XP. And I have been defeating the Dagonoth Kings as Slayer tasks. Before now I was skipping my Slayer tasks that were Dagonoths, but I've decided to start doing them because I can just there's a task for killing 300 Dagonoth Kings. I got the task for killing 150 of them. I previously skipped them because it was slow, but I'm not anymore. I'm now actually doing them. I also got the task to equip an Ice Ancient Scepter, which is from killing the Duke. I killed Duke a few times. And I got the task for killing 75 Superiors and for doing the Fight Caves 10 times. So that's where I'm at. That's what I got since then. I have also been slowly training fishing AFK to try and work my way towards 50 million and a little bit of mining as well. So in terms of tasks that we have left to do, there's not that many. So if I go incomplete, let's have a look at what tasks we have to be precise. So we've got clue tasks. I don't want to do clue tasks. Forestry basket. I ain't doing that. I don't want to do forestry. I actually quite like forestry compared to how much everyone else likes it. But this is a long grind and it's not worth 30 league points. More clue scroll tasks. Defeat the mole 150 times. I can do that. That's easier with the crossbow than it was with the melee setup because I don't have as many hit splats on it. More clues. Lots and lots of clues. Superiors. I need a few more for this. I need about 20 more superiors to hit 100. Full God D'hide. Clues, clues, clues. Forestry. Clues, clues, clues. Lots of clue tasks. All the clue tasks. Defeat Duke a bunch of times. Defeat Nex a bunch of times. Defeat the Musper a bunch of times. Beat the Whisperer a bunch of times. Clues. Musper. I can do this probably. Where am I at? Combat task right now. I only need to do 12 more. I could probably do this if I really want to. 250 combat achievements. Clues. 200 Slayer tasks. That I'm on 120 something, I think, right now. Abyssal Sire. I have a 195 Abyssal Demons task stored, so I can do this if I want to. DFS. Not got that yet. They've been a dick. Dvorkat's been a dick. I've been doing Black Dragon and Metal Dragon Slayer tasks. I killed lots of dragons. No Dragonfire. No Dragonfire shields for me. No Visage drop. No Eternal Slayer ring drop yet. Soul Reaper Axe. We can get that over time. I haven't done much Whisperer yet. I haven't done all of my Duke kills yet, so we'll probably get this just by doing that. Clues. XP. Boss Pet. Kind of random. I haven't got one. Again, no DFS for me. 75 Deep Delves we can do. Defeat Soul 10 times. I'm already on 8. I can do that. This is a very long task for how many points it's worth. Might not do the Inferno. Awakened Whisperer was almost certainly not happening. I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. Duke. Dagonoth Kings. Nex. I probably might do a lot of Nex to try and get Torva armor. It's easier with the crossbow. Musper, Whisperer, Zarkano. I might do that. That's pretty easy to do. But there's also a task to get like Zarkano seeds and stuff. A piece of Torva, full piece of Tor. I might get that. Dragonfire Ward. I might go for that because that can also potentially get me the Dragonfire Shield. Completed God Book. That's clues. Dragonstone Armor. Haven't got lucky enough for that. Bellator and Magus Ring. That'll happen if I just keep on doing Duke and the Whisperer. Although we are kind of at like an opposite situation for those two because Duke I have killed 90 times and I have not received a single piece of the Magus Ring. And I believe he is one of the most likely ones to drop a piece of his ring. So I think that's a little bit unlucky. Let's double check. Where are we? Mage's Vestige. 1 in 700... Oh, maybe it's not that likely, actually, then. 1 in 720. That means it is a 1 in 240 to drop the invisible drop, which means that it should take 48 kills, I believe. No. Yes, 48 kills is the drop rate for the ring, for the part of the ring. And I am on 91 kills, so I am quite above the drop rate. I have not received any ring from him yet, any ring trigger. But on the other hand, I have received one from the Whisperer, and I have only killed the Whisperer 5 times. So, you know, you win some, you lose some. Hopefully, I will also get the last Virtus piece from doing my Duke and Whisperer kills. We will see. Now, where was I? Oh, it remembers where I was. How lovely. Veneterburg, Musper, Zalcano, Whisper. I don't think this is going to happen because it needs the Awakened Whisperer to be done. Clues. I don't know if I can... I think I can probably do this, can't I? Yeah, I'm only 85 points away. We can do that. Not happening, not happening. Maybe happening, not happening. Probably not happening. Probably not happening because I'm not actually doing the Doom properly. This requires you to do the Colosseum lots of times, so I'm probably not doing that either. This requires you to be good at the Colosseum, which I am not. This is not happening. This probably isn't happening. This is happening if I do Musper a bit. I already have 80k Essence. I need 150k to make this. This isn't happening, I don't think, because the Infinite Jad challenges looks very difficult. This might happen. This is almost certainly not happening because that's lots of clues. This might happen. This isn't happening. This isn't happening. So, most of my tasks are just kill bosses a lot, do clues a lot. That's why I'm not going to stream it anymore, because that is not... There is only some degree to which I can make that interesting to watch, and I will feel kind of bored doing it, and I'll want to do other things on the side, not streaming. So, yeah. That is why I am not going to be doing that anymore. What I will do before I finish, before I do this as my last stream, I will first put together these 2 pieces of a half key, which I didn't realise I had. And I'll actually just do a next kill. Just one. I think I mentioned before that I got potion storage. I actually quite like potion storage, despite other people think. We'll do a next kill with my shiny crossbow, and we will see what we get from it. Oh, they changed the colour of Moonlight Antelopes. Interesting. See if anyone comes to join me for this kill. Bit easier to kill next with ranged, as I said, because we can stand further away. We don't have to protect from melee. I do like the next fight. It's not... I think if it was... It's easy in this version of the game because I have supplies, but even in the main version of the game, I think if I had enough supplies, I could do the fight. I think I know enough about the fight to do it. Obviously not solo, but I would be able to like duo or trio with somebody. This is the part where I embarrassingly die because I was too arrogant. Only hitting for 60s because she has drained my ranged. Let's rectify that. 6. Echoes. Now I'm gonna lose my range levels. That's alright. Just don't melee me. Stop meleeing me. Cute. You can stand away from her in this phase, which is a real benefit to having ranged. You can stand away during this phase too. Huge benefit. Unless he does that, that's a pain. Do you have a free spec? So let's use it. No blood sacrifice for you. Potion yet either. I'll use it in the last phase. Nice echoes. I missed. Excuse me, I rolled accuracy twice. How did I miss? Come on. Thank you. Nice echoes. You survived because you missed me, so you trigger my thorns. Well, yeah, that's about right. I have a lot of those already. Okay, there you go, I did an X kill. Right. And that is going to do it for this league, for streaming. I will still be playing. Maybe I'll do one last update, like at the very end of the league when it's about to finish. But yeah, and as far as like a post-mortem, I think my biggest regret this league was taking Fremennik instead of Desert. I think I should have took Desert instead. Because it gives me a raid region, which means that I can get the Mega Rare, and then I can play around with it with combat styles. And also because, realistically, this hell wasn't very good. The extra special that it gives you is just not impactful to make it worth it. And the fact that some of the tasks cannot be assigned as Slayer tasks. Some of the enemies can't be assigned as Slayer tasks. Means that this is kind of awkward. These two die. Both of them. Why are they looking at the chest? Anyway, I also kind of regret not taking Kandarin for the Air Mage. Air Mage seems like it was really fun. There's so much DPS. So a little bit of regret for that maybe, but it's fine. I still had fun. I still enjoyed my time in the league. And ultimately, although there may have been slight regrets, they were very minor, relatively speaking. Did I bring in I thought I only brought in 4 of these. Maybe I brought in 5. Okay, so there you have it. There's the league. That's probably going to be my last stream for the league. It was good. Next year, I will probably stream the start of the league again, but next year, I think I might take it a bit easier when it comes to like the later weeks after like the first week, because the first week is where it's a bit active and where I'm doing a lot of different stuff, where it's more interesting, and we might not pick Tyranwin this year and not have to do the Gauntlet a lot. We'll see what the league is like next year. I think that all the relics that I took were all, air quotes, correct. Like, they were all relics that I think benefited what I was doing, my playstyle and so on. Grimoire was never a contender. I did not at all regret not having Grimoire. Culling Spree would have just been a minor convenience thing. Eternal Sustenance let me brute force a lot of stuff that I wouldn't otherwise be able to do. I think next year, if I take Asgarnia again, I won't need Eternal Sustenance to do Nex. I might need Eternal Sustenance to do Nex solo if I'm taking melee. But I don't think I would need it to do a Nex kill in general. I think I'm fairly comfortable now with Nex, which I'm happy about. And at some point before the end of the league, what I might try and do is I might try and do the Doom in the proper way, rather than by tanking it like I have been doing for the most part. If we have access to the Doom again, that is. We'll see what happens. So I'm actually very happy with everything I took. Fast Further was cool. It probably wasn't as good as Execution or Minion, but it did what I wanted it to do. And it meant that I didn't have to worry about... I could just pray everywhere and not bring prayer potions with me, not worry about that shit, not having to worry about prayer potions and healing and stuff, is why Eternal Sustenance and Fast Further were great, and why I really enjoyed them. And I think they were the best choices. Culling Spree would be better if I was not shit. if I was more confident in what I was doing. Eternal Sustenance let me get through the Doom, let me get through the Colosseum, let me get through Nex when I was still learning it. And it'll probably let me get through the Inferno as well. I think I could do the Inferno. I don't think it'll be a problem. Only Zook might be a little bit of a challenge. Everything else will be fine, because I can just overheal at the start of the wave. I have plus 30 defense. So I'm much less likely to get hit by the Rangers. I can kill the mages very quickly. I have the Blowpipe, so I can Blowpipe healers. Yeah, I think the Inferno will be a piece of cake. Well... I'm not trying to say that it won't be remotely challenging, but I think it will be very much doable. I mean, we have the Fast Further as well. It's just Zook. If I get, like, one shot by Zook, that's a problem. But I can keep topping up my HP to reduce the chance of that happening. So, yeah. Thanks for watching. Thanks for keeping track of my league progress. And I'll see you maybe before the end of the league sometime. But otherwise, I'll see you next year.